got. Let's see what we got. This is a beat I started on. Oh man, it had to been a couple of years ago actually. So I figured I'd pull something out and see if I can finish it. I call this one West Side. I gotta fix the time on that, cause I don't like her. So I gotta go in here and clean that up. So been a while since I used FL Studio. Excuse my son. I don't know what he be smoking in the morning. Hold on 1 second, gotta change the batteries. So what if I did it like this? Okay. Yes. Yeah, I'm feeling that already. Okay. All right. So that's pretty much the beat. So like most people do. Well, let me stop worrying about what most people do. This is what I do. When I create, I'll create a four. Anybody talking to you? I'll create a 4-bar, 8-bar loop, and then I'll just add to it. Now the 4-bar, 8-bar loop that I make is kind of the blunt of the beat or the song, whichever order. So I layer it accordingly, you know, whatever I hear, whatever sounds good. Once I get all the sounds, I say, okay, if I'm listening to it, that's what it sounds like to me. Like that's what sounds good to me. Then what I'll do is I say, okay, once that's it, I take all of that and then I just break it down into parts. It's all the same thing. I might come back and add something, like if I'm listening to it, I'm like, okay, I'm missing this, then I'll go back, find another sound, or you know, I'll incorporate whatever it is I'm looking for into it, and I just break it down. So you have your intro. Sometimes the intros are short, sometimes it's not even an intro, sometimes it just comes right in, but most of the time I like to have an intro, and then I'll go right into the verse. Sometimes I do 8-bar to 8-bar, like an 8-bar chorus, or like an 8-bar verse, 8-bar chorus, and then I'll loop it twice, so it'll be like 8 bars verse, 8-bar chorus, 8-bar verse, 8-bar chorus, and then I'll do an outro. Sometimes if I'm feeling froggy and I feel like it's something that needs to be a little longer, I feel like something you can vibe to a little better, then I do a 16 to 16, if that makes sense. Like this one, I did a 16 to 16 bar loop, and all I did was just break it down. And what I try to do as well is whatever I add in the first verse, I try to make it different slightly in the second verse, so you know there's a distinction between the two. Now as far as the choruses pretty much remain the same. I don't really I don't really take nothing away from the chorus. Now with this particular one, I had a bass line, but I felt like that bass line or the 808 wouldn't have sounded as good going all the way through. Like, okay, so this the bass line in the chorus. So let's go to the chorus real quick. Like that 808 run just didn't sound good to me for a versus style. So I went back, as you seen earlier in the video, I came back and I made another one for the verse, so it's different. And the reason why I did that is because I'm not the greatest at it, but I'm trying to get a better. I want to work my skills up, I guess you can say, because when you're putting a verse together, you want to keep the flow and the rhythm. You want people's head bopping through the whole thing, but you also want to give that room for the rapper or the singer or whatever artist is going to be behind it, or on top of it, and have that room so you can actually hear them. Because if you just got a whole bunch of stuff going on in the verse, it's not going to work out. So I try to make it as simple as possible and give a lot of space throughout the verses so that the artist can just do whatever they got to do. And then, when you come to the chorus, then it's balls to the walls with that. So in a nutshell, that's pretty much how I do it. I feel like this is the finished product. All I gotta do now is add my tag, and we can call this complete. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up, make this tag, and we'll go ahead and play the finished product right after that. It's your boy.
It's the artist, the artist, the artist, the artist, the artist, the artist, It's the artist, the artist, the artist, the artist. artist, the artist, the artist, the artist. It's the artist, 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 the artist.